Hi Aquarius, how's everybody doing? I'm smelling roses here. Roses. We are here with a timeless reading for you guys, so whenever this finds you, whenever you're watching this, you may find that it resonates. Before we get started with the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm seeing something happen where somebody may have not treated you the way that you wanted to be treated, the way that you think you should be treated. Like maybe you feel like they didn't recognize something important within you that feels important to be recognized. Something that feels like a part of you that maybe you feel like this person overlooked. Choices. A decision needs to be made about a conversation. For some of you, you're thinking about reaching out to someone, but I'm seeing you still be on the fence about this. We're just going to pick one narrative, okay? Some of you, you could be on the receiving end of this. Others of you, you could be the one that's thinking about reaching out to somebody. We're just going to pick one narrative, and if it works for you, reverse it. So yeah, I'm seeing somebody be like very, very on the fence about reaching out to another person. It's like they still haven't made up their mind. This can also be someone like not knowing what to say yet. They're not sure about how they feel is what I'm seeing. Whoever this person is, they may have a hard time making up their mind. This is somebody that you know. For some of you, they don't know whether or not you want to hear from them. It's making them like question whether or not to reach out. Getting something coming through about Swedish fish. Yeah, this person's like, do we open the portal? Do we not? I'm seeing something about being transported back in time with this person. There's a question as to what's going on with you guys. This person wants to talk about your connection. They feel too like you guys can work together. I'm seeing you guys have good communication when you choose to. Like it's something that feels easy. And there's like a natural, I'm hearing a natural born connection between the two of you. This person definitely brings up feelings for you for sure. But there's something here about the timing that's very particular. Like I'm seeing there was a period of time in the past where you connected with this person and then something was going on with the timing. And now there's this potential for you guys to be connecting again with one another. But it just feels like this is a process where if the timing is... if you're not patient when it comes to the timing, it may be something that you sort of throw your hands up about altogether. But if you're like, okay, I'm just going to go with the timing, maybe it's not the timing that my ego wants, but I'm still going to try to just like roll with this, then it seems like something that's going to be happening. But I'm seeing just something may feel very drawn out to you. The way that this is playing out, it just seems like there's so much fluff in between. But yeah, something about, I'm seeing something very, very particular with the divine timing of like when you guys are allowed to interact and like when you're not. I know it sounds like such funny verbiage to be using, but it's almost like sometimes you guys are completely like in the same timeline, and then other times you guys are in completely different timelines, and then other time I'm also hearing time zones for some of you, and then other times you guys are like back together again, so it kind of wavers. It's like I'm seeing a portal like open and close, open and close, open and close. So there's something just, it may feel like it's everything and then nothing with this person. It seems like you guys are very, very happy when you're together. Like this person feels very happy at the thought of connecting with you and reaching out to you. They're like imagining different ways of sort of bringing this up. It's like, do I approach them like this? Do I approach them like that? There's this intense thought of starting something new. This person is definitely, I don't know what the hesitance is exactly. There is a hesitance, almost like someone mentally stammering a bit. It's one of those situations where, like, as the observer here, from what I can see, it's like all of the lights are green, but this person may be overthinking this choice a bit to start here. So they may have their own reasons as to why not, but if you could just take away everything except for this present moment, like all this person wants to do is come through. However, we're not only in this present moment, right? We have like the past and the future and the present all coming together, affecting one another. So it seems like if we could just simplify things, their energy is saying, yes, I want to connect. Yes, I want to reach out. They've been thinking about this. It brings them joy. It brings them happiness. It's like their 10 of Cups is them connecting with you and reaching out to you. I'm hearing something about soul purpose, which I'm seeing be like a play on words too, because I'm getting it like S-O-L-E, but then also S-O-U-L too. You definitely feel love for this. You definitely feel love for this person. Something needs to be clarified about what had happened before. Something about your history with this person that needs to sort of be talked over, because I'm seeing it be like that thing that happened in the past that needs to be clarified and discussed is going to illuminate something about, I'm hearing the previous cycle, but also the current cycle too, that you're in with them. It may also be a challenge to have things elucidated with this person for some reason. I don't know why that is, because it seems like when you guys want to communicate, you're able to communicate. I'm seeing definitely like an intellectual connection. I'm seeing an emotional connection. I'm seeing history, a familiarity that you guys have with one another. I'm seeing somebody be like, my 10 of Cups is reaching out, letting them know what's going on. Again, something about the past needs to be clarified. Something that this person feels like maybe you're not aware of or that they need to tell you. And it has to do with like where they were before and also where they are now. And how that affects what's presently happening. Yeah. This person has been like really stressed about connecting with you, but I'm seeing them also feel there's like a lot of tension about the karmic cycles that have been taking place as well. And maybe like why things have transpired in the ways that they have. I wonder too if they perceive this as being your energy, like maybe you also took something really hard. It seems almost like things karmically happened that were maybe like subconsciously out of your hands and maybe out of this person's hands, even though we don't normally perceive it to be that way. But it's almost like speaking about something where maybe there hadn't been an awareness before, it hadn't been such an amount of presence and conscientiousness, like maybe somebody was sort of asleep before, and you could have felt in part like you were as well. Whatever this is, something needs to be rehashed, and it seems like it's a big enough deal, it's a big enough elephant in the room that it's going to be. Because I'm even seeing like the truth come out, and something feels difficult but also relieving in a way. It can be sort of like reliving a moment that may have been very challenging, but I'm seeing these be cathartic tears. It's like finally something is said, and this feels like a weeping energy, but it feels cathartic. This doesn't feel like somebody says something and then everybody's upset again and this is a new problem. This feels more like a release is what I'm seeing. And it's almost like somebody maybe finally like breaks down in front of you, meaning like they're getting vulnerable with you. Like you may have a very vulnerable moment with this person. It definitely feels like something is finally shared, and whatever wall it was, whatever felt like could not be surpassed before, is finally transcended. And I'm seeing it really gives hope to you and this person together as like a working unit. You guys are going to have to be there's something here about needing to work on your communication with this person. It's interesting because in some ways I'm seeing it be like very flawless, the communication with you and this person, but then in other ways I'm seeing it be challenging. It seems like somebody may be sort of learning how to work through things mentally and emotionally, but in a place where they're willing to work together, but you're going to need to be patient with this person. You may see yourself as being the one that's like, we can talk about anything, I'll bring this up, I have no problem. Like, I'm definitely seeing you come with the air energy. This person may be like more reserved or have a harder time communicating. I'm not seeing you have trouble communicating if this King of Swords is your energy. This is like, I'll bring up the conversation, I'll address whatever, I'll initiate it. I don't mind. I want to talk about our connection. You clearly feel a connection with this person. But I'm seeing you, like, for some reason, need to take it slow. They may get overwhelmed easily. I'm just seeing this person be characterized as the Nine of Swords. Like, you know, some people, like, life touches them very heavily, and they just have, like, it's difficult for them on earth, like, working through everything. Like, this body that I've been put in, and these emotions that I'm feeling, and just everything feeling like it's happening all at once. Like sometimes this person may be fine, and then other times they may just feel like things get very heavy for them. And that's why I'm seeing your guides be like, maybe you want to have 1,000 conversations now with them, but you're going to need to take your time and work with them patiently, slowly, at their pace, at your pace, meet somewhere in the middle, you know. It's about like meeting this person where they are, because clearly they have like every intention of coming through and connecting with you. Something has now allowed this to take place. It seems like something that they've had like somewhat of an emotional breakthrough that sort of allowed them to come through and enter into your sphere. And now there's the possibility of you guys working together, but Three of Pentacles and Temperance, you guys are going to have to take this slowly. This is going to take patience. And again, like I'm seeing this be highlighted here. You may be like, I want to talk about this and I want to talk about that. And like everything is going to be talked about, but you need to go at a pace where you're reading the room with this person and being mindful of what they are ready for and what they're not ready for, and just respecting them, because this person gets overwhelmed easily. They may like struggle with mental health at times. This is a lesson in you being patient and knowing that just as it is important to know when to say something, it's also just as important to know when to not say something, or when to wait to say something. Because that's also the throat chakra. Like just as much as not talking enough is an issue with the throat chakra, or not saying things that need to be said, talking too much is also an issue with the throat chakra as well. You want to be somewhere in the middle. So you know when to open your mouth and when to not. And the thing is too that if this is too frustrating for you, I'm not really seeing it be like this, but I just want to highlight this. If you're like, this is so frustrating, I just want somebody that communicates on my level, then maybe this thing isn't for you. But if this person is worth it to you, and if you are feeling like you're in a more unconditional space with them, you are going to be able to do this with them. But it's going to require patience on your end. But if you're down to do that, and there's no right or wrong answer here, this is just what you want to do. Are you in a space where you're willing to be patient and to patiently like learn how this person communicates and to enter into that space of learning and working with them? Or are you like, I don't want to spend the time doing this. I'd rather just move on to something that feels easier when it comes to the communication. Again, there's no right or wrong here. It's just about your preferences. Just about what you want to do. This person does find you comforting for sure. They actually, you know, like sometimes when people have a hard time communicating, they may find comfort in somebody that has a very easy time to communicate. Very easy time communicating because it puts them at ease. I'm kind of seeing that dynamic happen between the two of you. I'm getting something, the word nimble is coming through to characterize this other person. Yeah, you're gonna have to figure out like whether or not this is something that you want, something that you feel like is at your level. Because it seems like it's going to take time for you to decide. But for some of you, you have a very particular thing in mind when it comes to what you're looking for, and you may not feel like this person really brings all of that to the table. You may feel like they bring some things to the table, definitely, but you may not feel like they bring everything that you need, because I'm seeing something here with 4 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. And so you may be like, this may feel like a project to you. And you may be in a space where you're like, if I'm getting into blank type of relationship, I'm not looking for a project. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just what you want to do. You do want to do it. You don't want to do it. You're looking for something different. But you want to be honest with yourself no matter what. Yeah, I'm getting like a mixed bag of responses. Some of you may actually go for this, but others of you may want like an actual new beginning with a different connection with like somebody that you don't have history with, is what I'm seeing. So some of you, this is something that you're going to entertain. For others of you, I'm seeing you be like, no, I want something completely new. I want something completely different. I'm not trying to go like back into the past and reignite a cycle. But for some of you, I'm seeing you definitely feel like this is bringing up sparks. There may be a bit of a challenge for you, because you do feel, I'm hearing impressed upon by this person. I'm seeing you guys have chemistry with one another for sure. It feels like there's comfort and familiarity here between you and this person. Yeah, for some of you, you're definitely gonna get together with them. I don't know where it's going to lead. You guys may start off, I'm not seeing it immediately turn into like a committed relationship, okay? What I'm seeing is that I really am getting like a mixed response. This is definitely going to be the variable for each of you. Some of you are going to look at this and be like, this is not what I want at all, and I don't want to renegotiate things with this person. It's like not something that I want. I have a very particular thing that I'm looking for here, and this is not it, and I know, and that's okay, and you're not going to do this. For others of you, I'm seeing you definitely be intrigued by this person. I'm seeing you be attracted to this person. And I'm seeing you be like, I'm seeing you definitely are going to entertain this for sure. But I'm not seeing it immediately be a relationship. It feels like more of a getting cozy with this person, like getting familiar with them. And maybe just seeing where things go. So this is where I'm seeing things happen. Either way, what this looks like is that if there had been something unresolved within the storyline, whether you bring this back to life or you move on, this allows you to complete something karmically with this person. Because it seems like they needed to communicate something with them that has been weighing on them heavily. And so something here is being accomplished regardless of whether you continue or open up another cycle with them or walk away. So that being said, whatever needs to happen is going to happen here within this situation. I'm hearing Virgo very strongly here. I'm looking at Sagittarius, Jupiter, a lot of Jupiter Sagittarian energy, and I'm also looking at Gemini here. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.